As you know that we already completed syllabus, and this is again to inform you, though I dropped the message in your WhatsApp that I shared already all the PPTs in your login portal. So guys, okay, so we are back. I was facing some internet issue. Guys, am I audible to you? Can you please check and revert here?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you. Lots of people are replying. So, as I told you, um we swapped our session. Usually, we are meeting on Thursday at this time, 11:30 to 12:30. But for this week, we are meeting on Monday. So instead of our session on Thursday, we are meeting today, and my session will be taken care by Happy Ma'am. So let's begin our discussion. As you know, we started with the revision from our last session. We already completed whole our syllabus. And once again, let me tell you, I shared all the PPTs in your login portal, so you can uh, start your preparation from there. You can find all the PPTs there. And you are aware that we are going to have end semester Viva. So very soon you will also receive the timetable for your Viva. After that, we will also conduct the Viva, and this is the time for you to again revise all the modules, though we are also doing the revision simultaneously. So in case if you are facing any kind of difficulty, doubts, you can definitely share here during our session, and we will definitely try our best to answer all the queries as soon as possible. Yeah, guys, I hope now I'm audible to you. We were facing lots of internet trouble. Now let me share my screen. So we were doing the revision of what we did previously. So as I told you, we finished module number 1 discussion where we got to know about basic terms. Then we have seen stakeholders of ethics. Then we also discussed regarding governing ethics. So this is what we discussed as a part of module number 1. Then we have seen the second module where the focus, uh, guys, we are not taking attendance right now, so I'll give you time at the end. And I am hoping that I'm audible once again. Can you please reply here in the chat box? Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Yograj, Viraj. Lots of people are replying. Matthews, Dwayne. Then we have seen this second module, profession and professionalism. There we discussed three important terms: profession, professional, and professionalism. We have seen the actual meaning of all these three terms. Then we have also discussed regarding why professionalism is important at the workplace. So this is what we discussed, and there we also seen the case studies. So we again got the idea regarding Johnson and Johnson and Tylenol drug. So this is what we discussed. Now let me take you to our next module, that is module number 3. So our module number 3 is focusing on ethical theories. Here, as a part of this module, we are going to first see basic ethical principles. Then we are also going to see moral development theories, and then 10 different ethical theories. This is the big module, so you guys can focus here. Once again, we are doing revision. This will help you for your Viva preparation. So in between, wherever you are having any question or doubt, you can definitely post there in the chat box, and we'll try to solve your doubts. So let's begin with the first part. So first we'll see basic ethical principles. We did class exercise. We are not going to repeat this because this is revision. The third one is moral development theory that we are going to see. So let's start with the first. Yeah. So there are total 6 basic ethical principles, and we are going to see one by one all of them. So let's start with the first one. The first one is beneficence. Here, this principle is giving this idea that we should have to try to do something which will benefit other people. Sometime knowingly or unknowingly, we are creating something which are not so good according to other people's perspective. So in one way or other way, if we are trying to help other people, if we are giving by our action, we are giving benefit to other people, that is known as beneficence. Here we took the example regarding parking. You are very much aware that in India and in most of the other countries as well, people are parking their vehicle in such a way that they are blocking other people's way. Sometimes they are unable to take out their own vehicle, or sometimes it is also creating trouble like traffic jam. So this we can avoid, and that will lead to our basic ethical principle, that is beneficence. The next one is least harm. So our action must result in a least harm to others. We intend to do good to others, our action may cause some harm to them. Sometimes your intention is also to help other people. Uh, Lots of time we are seeing that we are being ethical in one way or other way. We are trying to help the society as well, but knowingly or unknowingly, sometimes other peoples are getting harm because of our action. So if we are avoiding it, if we are creating the least harm in all our action, this is very much required from the ethics point of view. Here we took the example regarding one of the common situation that lots of people are facing. Lots of people are even part of it. Like you are aware that many times in bus, some seats are reserved for special category people. Like if people are handicapped, if people are old age group, if some ladies are pregnant, or they are having babies, their child. So these seats are reserved for them. But sometimes we are not checking the sign, and if we are utilizing that seat, and we are also aware that there are people who are in need, then this is some kind of harm that we are creating. So that we can avoid. The third is very much important one, autonomy. So sometime you must have experienced this situation that many times some people, other people are imposing their own view or idea on our own behavior, and they are trying to treat us in their own way. They want us to understand their own point of view, and they also want us to act according to their own point of view. That is, they are imposing their own idea on us. So that is autonomy, where people are not getting freedom. If you are imposing your idea on somebody else, even though somebody that person is not convinced so much, but still you are convincing that person, even though the person is not interested. So there you are causing a big trouble. You are not being ethical there. We have seen the example here regarding Indian society, that mostly in Indian society, we have seen that lots of parents are imposing their own idea on their child. They are telling their child that this they should have to do, even though child is not interested in some of the activities, but because they want their child to do it, they are forcing them to do it. So their autonomy is not observed. This principle is not observed. In many of the other situations also, you can take the similar kind of example. The next is very much easy, peace. One of the basic ethical principle is to shun violence and not to support those who resort to it. So sometimes because of difference in the ideology, many of the times we have seen that people are clashing with other people. They are being violent as well. So this is actually not the ethical way. Sometimes people are protesting in their own way, but many times it is that protest is also leading to violence. So this is not the ethical way. The next is justice. We are aware that we should have to treat everyone very fairly. It should not have to be our biased view whenever we are doing any kind of activity or action. So treating everyone fair without any biasness is the justice. Like sometimes we are aware that to help some part of the society, many of the actions were taken which is not benefiting the whole society, whole community as well. So those kind of action, those kind of rules are not considered as the justice, one of the basic ethical principles. The next is truthfulness, one of the basic quality to tell the truth, to be the honest all the time. This is also one of the basic ethical principle. So these are the total 6 ethical principles: beneficence, least harm, autonomy, peace, truthfulness, and justice. After this, we did one activity, though we are not going to repeat that activity right now, but that activity we are also going to see because there are few examples which are written there and we can connect them. So if you remember, we have seen this 6 different situations, and in our session, I asked you to match those situations with one of the basic ethical principles. So let's see once again. The first is someone dropped his or her belonging by mistake and you noticed. So that person is asked you about the same. So there you will definitely tell a truth, and that's why the basic ethical principle which is associated here is truthfulness. The next is forcing your friend to join the event even though there is other event which he or she wanted to attend. So here you are not giving freedom to other people. You are imposing your idea on somebody else. And that's why autonomy is related here. The next is the group approached to shopkeeper and demanded 1000 as donation. This is donation, right? So shopkeeper refused and group beat him up. This is also many times common situation we have seen in our society as well. So here violence followed, and that's why peace is related. Next is the fourth one. It says that an unfortunate accident where a person has been badly injured and requires urgent help. So you should have to help that person. It is your duty. You should have to give benefit to other people by your action. And that's why beneficence is the principle which is associated here. The fifth one is saying that the lift is about to full and you choose to go by stairs as one old lady is coming for the lift. So there you are not causing big harm, you are avoiding some of the harm, and that's why least harm is the appropriate one. Next is you don't like loud music while you pray in your room, but it is only allowed for your best friend. So here you are being biased, you are not being fair, and that's why the last one is justice. So these are the six different situations we have seen. In Viva, examiner may give you some other situation and may ask you to relate that situation with one of the basic ethical principles. So there you should have to be aware about all the principles and you can match that situation with that particular principle. So be ready for this kind of question as well, because in Viva, this can be one of the type of question too. Let's see the next one. Yeah. So far we completed basic ethical principles. Now we are going to see moral development theories. So there are total 3 moral development theories provided by different people. So first we'll see the list. The first is provided by Jean Piaget, and it is known as Piaget's theory. The second one provided by Lawrence Kohlberg, and it is famously known as Kohlberg's theory. The third is provided by Carol Gilligan, and it is known as Gilligan's theory. So now we are going to see in detail about all this theory one by one, and we are going to get the idea that what is their main research and what are their outcome, so we can relate that with our moral development. They did research on human beings, and we are aware that at different stage of our life we are learning about lots of things, what is morally right, what is morally wrong, and that's how our moral standards are continuously framed in different stage of our life. So first we'll start our discussion with Piaget's theory, then we'll move to Kohlberg's theory, and then we'll see what is the theory of Gilligan. So let's start with the first one. So Jean Piaget was considered as among the first psychologists to study the moral development. He was having idea that from the childhood we are learning lots of things, and all that learning is shaping our moral behavior. And that thought led him to do the research on the child. So he did a research on a different age group of child, and he was studying their behavior, how they are reacting to particular aspect. And based on their reaction, Jean Piaget found a different theory. Earlier, the theory was divided into 4 different stages, like you can see here on this slide. Birth to 2 years, then 2 to 7, 7 to 11, and 12 and up to. So this is earlier version of his theory. Later on, he modified his theory, and then he thought that some of the stages can be clubbed together, and then he finalize the two-stage theory. It is very famously known as two-stage theory as well. He did a research on different age group, and then he provided this two stages: 6-year-old, typically 6-year-old, and 12 years and up to. So we'll see the first stage, the morality of constraint, typically 6-year-old. So here, Jean Piaget was focusing on lots of aspects, as this is the theory which is related to moral development. So he was considering the child's behavior regarding what is his or her own point of view. So at that time, we are aware that when we were also a child, we were not having our own point of view. If somebody was telling us to behave in certain way, we are behaving in that way. Or in other cases, many times we are observing lots of people, like our parents, our relatives, and if they are acting in certain way, we are also mimicking that, and we are trying to act in the similar way. So at that time, the child is not having his or her own point of view. That was found in the research, and the child was having single absolute moral perspective. If somebody is telling the child that something is happening there, child is believing it, because their child was not able to question. Afterwards, after 6-year-old, the child is developing that cognitive development as well. So we'll see on the next stage as well. If we look at the rules, so child sees rules as sacred and unchangeable. Like you are aware that if something is told to child that there is a ghost, so even child was believing that yes, there is probability that there is a ghost, and that's why I should have to avoid doing it. So most of the time here the rules are playing a big role in the child's moral development. If uh, you want to tell the child that this is a wrong act, you should have to make a rule at that time. And that's why punishment is also one of the way which was also used. Like if some act was leading to punishment, child was thinking that yes, this I should not have to do it, this is a wrong thing. If a child is doing something and everybody is appreciating it, everybody is happy and there is no punishment, so child is believing that yes, I should have to do it, I should have to continue it, because this is not wrong thing, this is the correctly this is acceptable thing, and I should have to do it. So moral development is happening because of rules and punishment here at this particular stage. Even child was unable to identify what is the intention behind particular thing. There, if something is asked the child to do it, and their child is not considering what is motive behind it, what is intention behind it. So this is what found in the typically 6-year-old, 0 to 6-year-old, and they are considering external authority, normally their parents. In our Indian society, we can also consider grandparents, that they are normally, if something is happen bad, if they are finding that they are not getting justice, so they are running towards their parents, grandparents, and they are asking for the help, that you can protect me, you can do the justice here, something is unfair, so you can take the decision here. So for them, the external authority are normally their parents, grandparents. Now let's see the completely opposite side, and that is typically 12-year-old. Here, as I told you, that child is also developing his or her own point of view. Afterwards, if you are telling a child that there is a ghost, child will definitely ask you the question and will tell you that no, I tried there, I went there, and there was no ghost. I tried myself, so don't make me fool. That kind of reaction you may get, because here the child is developing his or her own point of view. The child is having ability to question as well. So you will definitely notice that child is aware of differing point of view too as well. And now child is also aware that rules are made by people. It can be altered by people as well. Secondly, uh, child is developing the view that what is the intention, what is the motive behind certain things. So this is what child is thinking. Guys, just a minute. Okay, so now we can continue. Sorry, I was getting a call from one of the faculty. Okay, so this is what Jean Piaget found in his theory, in his research as well. Now, let's go for the second theory, that is Kohlberg's theory. Lawrence Kohlberg also did a research. He studied Jean Piaget's theory, but he found that our moral development cannot be stopped at certain age. Throughout our life, we are also learning lots of aspect as well. It is not like only in the child's age we are learning lots of things, and then our moral standards are not developing. So he was having this point of view, and that's why he conducted research on child as well as adult as well. So he found lots of other outcomes, and based on those outcomes, he found his own theory. Let's see that. So this is or modified version, extended version or modified version of Jean Piaget's work. On the basis of his research, Kohlberg classified moral reasoning into 6 different stages, and there are 3 different levels as well. So let's see. The 3 levels are pre-conventional, then conventional, and post-conventional. All these levels are having 2 different stages. Like pre-conventional is having stage number 1 and 2, conventional is having stage number 3 and 4, and post-conventional is considering stage number 5 and 6. So in pre-conventional, the stage number 1 is focusing on stage number 1 and 2 are focusing on the child's age, where stage number 1 is having the main motive as obedient and punishment oriented. So this is what we have seen in Jean Piaget's work as well. There, a child is getting moral understanding through uh, punishment-oriented behavior. If some rules and regulations are there, if some acts are leading to punishment, then they are avoiding it. They are considering that as a morally wrong thing. And if something is not leading to any kind of punishment, then they are considering that that is morally right. Then individualism and exchange is the next stage, which is also part of pre-conventional. Here, the child is more in the teenage group, where a person is able to identify his or her own point of view and like to present his or her own point of view with other people as well. So their individualism and exchange is happening. They are learning with the discussion with the other people, that this is also one of the point of view, and that's why their moral standards are shaping. The next one is conventional, where you will see more adult adult group, where people are transforming from teenage to adult one. So they are having good interpersonal relationship. They are considering that I should have to focus on everybody's point of view. There are people who are guiding us. I am part of the society as well. I'm having my family as well. I need some of the relationship with my friends as well. So they are acting according to their own friend circle group. or their own family values. So this is where a child is having moral shaping. The fourth one is maintaining social order. There, a child is considering that yes, my family, my friends are also part of certain society. We are belong to certain culture as well, and I should have to respect that, and I should have to act according to that. So this is where the fourth stage comes into picture. The post-conventional morality is considering stage number 5 and 6, where you will see more matured guy, more mature person. They are in the adult group, and the fifth one is focusing on social contract and individual rights. They are aware that other people are also having their own rights. So if I should have to act in certain way, uh, I also should have to make sure that other people's rights should not be get violated. I should have to give respect to their own rights as well. They are having their own freedom. They are having their own set of rules as well. So they are giving respect to other people's individual rights as well. The last one is universal principle. They are considering that the whole humanity is the one aspect. I should have to act according to considering all the people on the planet, and I should not have to create any harmful effect. I should have to give respect to everyone because everybody is part of this world as well. So this is the more matured understanding that a person is getting, and this comes in the adult group. So these are the six different stages which are part of Kohlberg's moral development theory. It is also known as cognitive moral development theory. There are three levels, like we have seen here. Uh, the Kohlberg's theory is also not the complete one, but whenever you are going to find on the internet regarding moral development theory, you will definitely see that lots of people are uh, supporting Kohlberg's theory, and it is also sometimes applicable in the business group as well. Many times you will see that in professional world, in business group, people who are in the adult group, those who are more matured, are getting some kind of responsible task, or they are getting promotion that particular age group because they are having different moral standards, and they can consider lots of other things as well. While on the same thing, when there is one young guy who just joined the company, you will notice that the young guy is not getting lots of responsible tasks. So many times people are also considering Kohlberg's cognitive moral development in a business environment as well. Now let's see the last theory provided by Carol Gilligan, and it is known as Gilligan's theory. So Gilligan was a critic of Kohlberg. Kohlberg's theory is not the complete one, not the ultimate one, because there are some loopholes, there are some limitations as well. And that's why Gilligan provided her own theory. There are two points which Gilligan made. First is Kohlberg's theory is biased against women as he used only boys for his experiment. This is what considered as Kohlberg's limitation as well. He did a research on lots of people, but those research was limited to only males, not female. And he was considering that whatever result we are getting here in males is kind of applicable in the females as well. So that's why Gilligan was having complete opposite point of view. She was considering that the result you are getting in the males responses cannot be considered, cannot be applicable for the females as well. The second one is she opposed Kohlberg's theory of rules and rights. It suggests that girls are more concerned about care, like you are aware that female are more concerned towards the feeling care relationship, while boys are more concerned towards the justice and right thing. And that's why she did a research on lots of female and provided her own theory. Let's see Gilligan's version. So there are, again, you will see the same three levels: pre-conventional, conventional, and post-conventional, where in the pre-conventional, individual survival is the first stage for all the female. They should have to prove themselves, and that's why they are doing so many things as well. We are aware that most of the societies are male dominated, and boys are given more priority compared to female, and that's why for them individual survival is the first goal. Then transition from selfishness to responsibility to others as well. Like you are aware that girls are getting mature at a more earlier stage compared to the male, and that's why they are able to think from the perspective of responsibility as well. They are considering that I should have to pay my responsibility towards my family, towards my friends, and then it lead to self-sacrifice. That is, self-sacrifice is goodness. Like you are aware that female are doing lots of sacrifice. They are even doing sacrifice for their own family and their career as well. Then transition from goodness to truth that she is person to. There she is getting understanding that I should have also have to give respect to my own self. I should have to give priority to my own self as well. Whatever I am doing, other people should also have to respect that, and that can lead to post-conventional morality, where principle of non-violence, do not hurt others or herself. There, he is in more peace mode that everybody should have to respect what I am doing because I am also person. I'm also part of this family too. So this is what Gilligan's theory, considering all the levels. Okay, so here we are completing the first part. Let's go for the next part. If you are having any doubts, you are.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes, please.
Peace be with you. I want to ask a question. Before asking the question, it's this. Most of the time, we ask ourselves for some question, but we can't be able to get the answer.
Yes.
The question is, if you have
Just a
5
minute.
days,
Hello.
hello, sir.
There is some disturbance in your voice. Can you please repeat
Okay,
once again? Yeah,
I say that most of the time we ask ourselves question,
yes,
but we can't be able to get the answer.
correct.
And the more we ask, more we get.
Yeah, true.
More we be wise. You are talking about it. But my question is,
Yeah.
if you have 5 days in this, what do you do? Which thing you will do that people can remember you? This is the question. All the day I ask
Just a
myself,
minute.
but
I'm still
it's
not getting.
difficult to ask the answer.
Uh, can you please write down your question there in the chat box?
Okay, thanks, sir. I'm going to write.
Okay. Yeah, other people can also ask the question. If you are having any doubt, query, you can definitely ask me here right now. Uh, if not, then we can move. Otherwise, we'll stick to this part. Um, we'll get a question from Unity very soon. In the meanwhile, other people can also ask their questions, their doubts. After that, we'll move to our next part. Yeah, Rohit, just a minute. We'll go for the attendance. Do you have a question regarding what we just did, the revision of module number 3? Yeah, now I'm getting a question. So, yeah, my question is, if you have 5 days to live in the world, what would you do? and what can you do for people to remember you? Okay, first thing, if you let me answer your question, this can be different from person to person as well. As you are asking my point of view, I will reply from my side only. That you are saying that only 5 days are there for me to live. Now, first thing, if I look at myself, then I won't focus on other people more, that they should have to remember me in certain way. But I will focus more on my family, my friends, because now, as I am already aware that there are only 5 days to live, so I will spend that time with my loved one, my dear one, and not about the whole society. I won't do it other for the other people. If I'm going to focus on the other people, you are aware that there are lots of ethical theories as well. One is considering you as on the right side, but other theories also considering you on the wrong side. So similarly in the society as well, you are aware that if somebody is doing some work, you will notice that there are people who will appreciate that work, and on the other side there are other people who are also going to focus on the negative side. They will blame you that you are not doing right thing, so they may considering you in the wrong way as well. So rather to focus on those people, those who are not aware about you, will not do anything for them to remember me, because I should have to now spend my time with the people who are already aware about me. They are in need of me, because you will definitely think from the point of view that if you are married, like I am married, so definitely I will spend my time with my wife, as well as my family is also there. My mom, dad, they are also there. So it will be very troublesome for them that after 5 days I'm not going to be there with them. So I should have to spend more times with them. I should have to listen them, because after that my absence will create a lots of trouble. So I should have to clear with them. I should have to create more good memories with them so that they can remember, not the other people. So this is what my answer. This can be different from person to person, as I told you. By the way, nice question. Okay, any other question? As it is 12:22, now we'll go for the attendance. And guys, once again, I shared all the PPTs in your login portal, so you can start your revision. As you already know, we completed syllabus, and from last 2 weeks on, more than 2 weeks, we are doing the revision only. So this will help you for your Viva preparation as well. Now let me share the Google Form link with all of you, and then you can mark your attendance. Okay, so guys, I just shared the Google Form link there in the chat box. Now all of you are requested to go on this link and kindly mark your attendance. If there are people who are from other countries, like Syria or some other country where Google Form is not working properly, they can definitely write down their enrollment number along with their class name in the chat box, and we'll consider their attendance through the chat box. For all the other people, you guys can use this Google Form for your attendance and start preparing for your Viva. So all the best, everyone. After you complete your attendance, you are also free from my side. Yeah, Yogaraj, you are asking for the Viva date. It is yet not disclosed. Soon your CC will definitely disclose, and you will get the idea regarding the whole schedule. Yeah, let me share the link once again. Yeah, Ali is requesting for the link. So once again, I pasted the Google Form link in your chat box. Lots of people are marking their attendance. Others can also.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice day.
Yeah, Arafat, welcome and thank you for being here. Have a nice day to you as well.
Sir, I really appreciate the answer. Thanks so much, sir.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, okay. Yograj is asking that in Viva, will you ask question from whole syllabus or from specific topic for specific student? Uh, Generally, you are aware that in Viva we are getting limited time, so it's not possible that I will ask question from one by one of all the module. Whatever it will be on random basis, right? And it is not possible that you will get one question from each module, right? So, but you need to prepare yourself with all the modules. Yeah, Yugraj got it. Yeah, have a good day to you as well. Yeah, Ali, welcome. Yeah, Suman, your attendance is also marked. You are also free. Those who completed attendance in Google form, they are also free from my side. You can go for your next activity or your next session. If you are facing any trouble regarding Google form, write down your enrollment number along with your class name in the chat box. Okay, Sunny. Guys, I'm still here. If you are facing any trouble, please let me know. I hope you are able to mark the attendance in Google form. If not, you can paste your enrollment number in the chat box. Very soon I will deactivate the Google form. So before that, make sure you complete your attendance. All the remaining students, please write down your enrollment number in the chat box, because I'm also going to end this meeting very soon. And yes, after writing down your enrollment number in the chat box, you can leave this meeting as well, so that I can deal with remaining students only. So Ibisha, Hiba, your attendance are marked. Okay, I hope everyone marked their attendance, because now I am ending this meeting. Is there anyone who is left out, who is facing trouble regarding Google form? Okay, so guys, have a nice day. We'll meet very soon